So where do you see the future of this field going in terms of open access and IPR? And what
I
would you
mean,
want to see happen?
I think that, listen, like film and TV, like music, like, you name it, like get with the program, it's happening. You know what I mean? Sharing, open source, formula sharing, yada, yada, it's happening. So I think that if, the mainstream industry were to, and I understand it's complicated, but in an ideal world, acknowledging the fact that this is happening and sort of shifting the idea of secrecy and getting more to an idea of excellence and quality would be amazing. Like you don't corner the market because you're the only one with the information, but you corner the market because you're producing really beautiful things, or making space for really beautiful things would be an incredible place for the industry to go. Christophe Lodemiel speaks more eloquently and more passionately about this than I do. So I would refer people to check out what he says about it. Personally, I'm not so interested in product, you know what I mean? So, or industry writ large. I don't really care what the industry produces. I don't buy it. I barely pay attention to it. So I don't really care what happens with the industry, but what I do care about is what happens with creativity and accessibility. So in my world, in the Saskia planet, what would happen is it would be more and more artists working with scent and also doing the research, being aware of what they're doing and building on each other versus constantly presenting the same idea as an original idea, which is happening a lot. People like the first to invent the idea of broadcasting earth into a gallery. I mean, come on, guys. And that requires, information sharing. It requires more researchers, more people studying, more people publishing about olfactory art and experimental work with scent. And it requires people being open to the fact that they didn't invent this. You can't say that anymore. If anything, Peter de Cooper has done it at least once. If not him, Sissel Tolas has done it. People have done Maki Ueda. There's people who have done the work, the creative work, and it's time to build on the existing work. And that requires information sharing and information in general.